Hello everyone, welcome to Infinite Realms and Wrestling Week, and today I'm going to take a look at WWE Elite. AJ Styles, a phenomenal one. Now, AJ is probably my favorite modern wrestler. He really he lives up to that phenomenal moniker. I always thought he was just really cool in the ring. Yeah, I mean, he was always a top draw to me in the TNA days. That was one of the main reasons I watched TNA, was just for AJ Styles. And it has amazed me, that it's taken him so long to get over to the WWF. And part of that I found out is apparently Vince didn't want to sign him. Which I'm like, what? I mean, he finally came in at the age of, I think that I read somewhere it was 38. He finally came in. I'm like, man, Vince, talk about missing the boat. I mean, you could have had this guy in his prime. I mean, he's still really good, don't get me wrong, but I mean, you could have had him when he was really doing. I mean, he'd been around all over the place, from TNA Impact to New Japan. I mean, these are the things that make me question people saying Vince McMahon is such a genius, because I'm like, didn't try to sign AJ Styles. What's wrong with you? Okay, so anyway, I do like the figure. It's a pretty decent figure. A little older of an Elite, but dude, it's AJ Styles. Come on. I wish that the hands could come together and make that symbol, but okay. And there's a lot of AJs out there, but I'm kind of glad I got this one because it's a little bit different. It's not the red or blue. That seems to be the most common colors he comes in. So that's kind of nifty. I also like that he comes with the title belt. Now, by far, this is not my favorite title belt, but I did want it, and now I got it. I'm going to be honest, a lot of the guys who held this belt, I just don't like. I'm just going to be honest about that. I mean, don't bring pitchforks and torches towards me. I'm not a Roman Reigns fan. I'm not a Brock Lesnar fan. I'm not a fan of a lot of the guys who have held this belt. That's just is, man. I mean, we all got our opinions. We all like what we like. And one of the reasons I don't really watch wrestling right now is because it's like, it's all about the next Roman versus Brock match for the 10 billionth time. Which was a breath of fresh air when AJ Styles finally got the belt. So, the figure, the likeness is really spot on. I was really surprised by that. Even from an older figure. I know there's an Ultimates coming, and I do plan on getting it. But at the same time, I really love the fact that the belt was in it, and I just was really, AJ Styles is, like I said, one of my favorite, what I would say, modern wrestlers. So yeah, I was really wanting an AJ Styles figure. So there we go. I think one of the biggest missed opportunities I remember in TNA was they actually had a match between AJ Styles. This is when his hair was short, and he his moveset was a little bit different, but it was still great. And they had a match between him and Rob Van Dam, and they made it a 2-minute, basically a squash match for RVD. Now, don't get me wrong, I thought RVD would come out on top. But I thought they could have a really great, outstanding match at that point. AJ had been in the game, had been wrestling for several years at that point. So he had a lot to give. And of course, Rob Van Dam is Rob Van Dam. And I mean, he was still going pretty strong. So I really, maybe it was just maybe it was also, I was thinking like when Cactus Jack fought Sabu, and people were really disappointed that no one died. And maybe it was that, I don't know. Not that I was hoping anyone would die. I just thought it would be a much better match. I honestly, when I heard about the match, I was like, oh, they're going to give AJ a push. He's going to fight RVD to a draw, and it's going to build this rivalry up between them, and eventually AJ is going to get a win on him. No. Okay, so this one, I mean, admit it's a little limited. I'm still going to give it 4 stars just because it's AJ Styles. I mean, I just like AJ Styles, okay? And before people start going on about it, supposedly his politics are a big problem. I don't care. I've not heard him say anything in interviews, so I'm not going to worry about it. You know, me, I try to avoid politics of people who are actors and or celebrities of any form. You know, if they want to start spouting their politics, you know, eventually I'm probably not going to listen to you. I mean, you know, I'm not going to be a fan anymore. I could cite examples, but I don't want to get into it. But, you know, again, AJ, I like the figure. I like the likeness. I like a lot about this figure. So 4 stars. Again, it probably would have been graded on a different scale at the time, but there it is what it is. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for Infinite Realms. Thank you for watching.